Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook. Chapter 26. It wasn't just Wei Xiaoying who was confused. Yun Pojun and Yun Juror also looked at each other in dismay, finding it difficult to understand. As Yi Langtian, would you be interested in those martial arts halls of the Baiguan school? However, Yi Langtian, who was sitting in the upper seat at the moment, ignored the expressions of several people. Picked up the roster and flipped through it. When he saw the materials of the Flying Eagle Martial Arts Hall in the Great Eagle City, involuntarily, his eyes narrowed. Flying Eagle Martial Arts Museum. The master of the museum, Liang Shen, created the cultivation base. They have the eldest daughter Liang Ying and the youngest daughter Liang Yun. In addition to the Flying Eagle Martial Arts Hall, this Great Eagle City also has a martial arts hall called the Blood Tiger Martial Arts Hall. The owner of the museum, Xingla, is a great achievement in the formation realm. Seeing this, Yi Langtian understood. The young girl Liang Yun, the owner of the Flying Eagle Martial Arts Hall, is the future master of life and death. In the future, his younger brother, the protagonist Yi Chen, will take action to resolve the dispute with the Blood Tiger Martial Arts Hall for Feiju Martial Arts Hall. This also led to the Lord of Life and Death in the future, who had a good impression of Yi Chen. But now, since Yi Langtian is familiar with this plot, he naturally won't be cheap to his clan brother. Thinking of this, Yi Langtian looked at Wei Xiaoying and said, "Master of the Guard House, did you know about the Flying Eagle Martial Arts Hall in Daji City?" "Young Master Yi, I know. This Great Eagle City, south of Dayan County, is a relatively marginal city. And the owner of the Flying Eagle Martial Arts Museum is a strong figure in the shape of the realm, and he also joins our Burning Heaven sect." Wei Xiaoying thought for a while and replied, "I don't know, did the master of the guards pay attention to those martial arts battles?" Yi Langtian asked again, "If you go back to young Master Yi, the curator of mine was only recommended by 100 martial arts halls. I will not pay attention to the conflicts between the following martial arts halls. You must know that now Dayan County is the only family of the Burning Heaven faction. However, such as some contradictions in the martial arts hall or conflicts between small forces, Yun Pojun and Wei Xiaoying would not care. Because this is a must for development. It is also the inevitable result of competition. A place without competition is a pool of stagnant water that will soon decline. Therefore, Wei Xiaoying's answer is also true. I see. However, this Feiji Martial Arts Hall has some origins with me. Otherwise, with the help of the Liang Hall Master, this young master would not have come back so soon. From now on, the Liang Pavilion Master will be included in the top management of the Burning Heaven sect and granted the position of Elder. As for the forces that dare to oppose the Feiji Martial Arts Pavilion, we must not forgive them lightly." With the idea of making good friends with the future Lord of Life and Death, Yi Langtian looked at Yun Pojun and Wei Xiaoying and ordered in a deep voice. As for what he said about Liang Guanju's help, it was just nonsense. Anyway, Yun Pojun and Wei Xiaoying won't ask too much. Help Feiji Wiguan yourself, just a few words. In this way, you can gain the favor of the future Master of Life and Death, why not do it? Oh, I didn't expect Feiju Pavilion to have such a relationship with young Master Yi. A few days ago, I also heard that there is some contradiction between the Flying Eagle Martial Arts Hall and the Blood Tiger Martial Arts Hall. But please don't worry, young Master Yi, I will finish this matter soon. As for the Blood Tiger Martial Arts Hall, if you are sensible, drive out of Dayan County. If you resist, just wipe it out." Hearing this, Wei Xiaoying said lightly. But soon, it was made clear. "That's good, I will go to the Imperial City tomorrow. After that, if there is still an explanation, the Yi clan will send a message to you." Yi Langtian smiled with satisfaction and said calmly. Early in the morning, he bid farewell to Yun Pojun, Wei Xiaoying and others, turned into a rainbow light, and left Dayan County. But said, "This day, Great Eagle City, Flying Eagle Martial Arts Hall. Master Liang, what are your thoughts? My father said that after 7 days, you must move out of this Great Eagle City, or you will see you in the arena of life and death. Of course, if the Master Liang is willing to marry Miss Yinger to me, it is not impossible for the Feiji Martial Arts Hall to marry the Blood Tiger Martial Arts Hall." The person who spoke was a young man dressed in fine silk. At this moment, he looked arrogantly at the three father and daughter in front of him, very arrogant. The words are full of persecution. The three people opposite him were Liang Shen, the head of the Feiju Martial Arts Hall, and his daughters Liang Ying and Liang Jun. I saw that Liang Ying was tall, fair-skinned and beautiful, and she was a beautiful woman. On the other hand, Liang Jun looked only 4 or 5 years old, but he was born with red lips and white teeth, and was innocent. However, at this moment, she was looking at the young man timidly, very scared. He couldn't help leaning on Liang Ying. Xing Yu, your Blood Tiger Martial Arts Hall is so aggressive, do you really think our Flying Eagle Martial Arts Hall is easy to bully? If you want to marry my daughter to you, dream. It's a big deal to fight your life and death with your pavilion owner. At this moment, Liang Shen, the head of the Feiju Martial Arts Hall, was furious and furious. Unexpectedly, this Xing Yu actually hit his daughter's idea. Afraid that the marriage is a fake, it is the real thing to take the opportunity to annex the Feiji Martial Arts Hall. Father, you are Xiaocheng of the Formation Realm, and the master of the Xing Pavilion is the Dacheng of the Formation Realm. Basically, there is no chance of winning in this battle. Hearing this, Liang Yingchao's face turned pale and hurriedly persuaded. If this battle is lost, she and Liang Yun will have no relatives. You know, Xiao Yunyan is only 4 or 5 years old. However, if you don't agree, do you really want to marry this Xing Yu? Thinking like this, Liang Ying was full of despair. You're a bad guy. Here, Liang Yun also stuck his head out. The little guy was very angry and waved a small fist at Xing Yu. Little beast, be bold. Seeing this, Xing Yu's expression turned pale. Unable to help, he stretched out his palm and hit Xiao Yunyan fiercely. Chapter 27. Seeing that the strong palm wind was about to smash towards Xiao Yunyan, at the very moment of death, he was stopped by a talisman. Who dares to harm me? Seeing Fu Puppet standing in front of him, Xing Yu scolded angrily. Are you Xing Yu from the Blood Tiger Martial Arts Hall? Soon, a group of people came to the Feiji Martial Arts Hall. The person at the head is a charming girl in a red dress. She is beautiful, slender, and her skin is breakable. When Xing Yu saw her for the first time, she almost couldn't walk. The girl in front of her was too charming. Not bad. Dare to ask the girl's name. With beautiful women here, Xing Yu naturally did not dare to neglect. He straightened his chest and asked Yun Juror. You are not qualified to know the name of this young lady, but you dare to offend my elder of the Burning Heaven faction, it is a death penalty. Yun Juror ignored Xing Yu and said coldly. Burning Heaven faction. What sect is this? Xing Yu was a little puzzled when he heard the words. Could it be that the experts from Feiji Martial Arts Hall were hired? Thinking of this, Xing Yu's eyes became cold, and he threatened. Ben young master, no matter what you are from the Burning Heaven faction or the Burning Earth faction, you must know that there is the Baiguan faction behind my Blood Tiger Martial Arts Academy. Presumptuous, dare to be disrespectful to the Burning Heaven faction. However, he had just finished speaking. The elder Mu beside Yun Juror suddenly drank, and then he waved out. When Yuan Li whistled, Xing Yu flew out backwards and rolled out of the gate of the Flying Eagle Martial Arts Hall, vomiting blood and was seriously injured. This half-step good fortune realm powerhouse. Not far away, Liang Shen noticed the fluctuation of Yuan force when Elder Mu shot, and his face changed greatly, he couldn't believe it. He admits that he has never known such a strong man. Why did the group of people in front of them come forward for the Feiji Martial Arts Hall? Liang Shen in Shafeiju Martial Arts Hall, dare to ask who this senior is. While thinking about it, Liang Shen stepped forward and asked respectfully. The next Mu Yun is the elder of the Fenshin faction. This is my lady, Mu elder said. Feiji Wiguan has a close relationship with Yi Langtian. Before leaving, he specially explained that even if Elder Mu was a half-step good fortune expert, he would not dare to be too presumptuous. Get along directly with Liang Shen's peers. Elder Mu, you're welcome. You two, please take your seats. Liang Shen gestured with his hand. But my heart was trembling. Liang Senior, don't be polite, I'm just here in the name of young Master Yi. Since then, Liang Senior is a member of my Burning Heaven faction, ranking first among the elders, and no one in Dian County dares to deceive the Feiji Martial Arts Academy. Yun Juror smiled. Burning Heaven faction. Liang Yinger frowned, a little confused. In fact, people such as Shangmamen and Baiguan faction issued a notice last night. The Feiju Martial Arts Hall is located in Diacheng, and the place is remote. The Burning Heaven sect is a faction jointly created by the Shang Demon sect and the Baiguan sect in the past. The sect leader of our Burning Heaven sect is young Master Yi. Yun Juror explained with several people. Hearing this, Liang Shen and the others reacted. If Fen Tianpai didn't know about it, he would be forgiven. But the Elephant Demon sect and the 100 Pavilion sect are the two top forces in Dai'an County. Unexpectedly, the two top forces have merged into one now. Which young Master Yi? Liang Ying asked curiously. This young Master Yi is from the Yi clan. Here we come to Daji City, young Master Yi said. After that, Master Liang will send the elders to Fentian for me. If anyone is disrespectful, they will all be killed. Yun Juror didn't say it clearly, just clicked. Explained the whole story. It's him, Yi Langtian. Hearing this, Liang Shen's complexion changed greatly, and his heart shook violently. You must know that Yi Langtian, the Yi clan's clan now, is in full swing in the Daong dynasty. 10 months ago, with his own strength, he broke the Great Yanzong Protector Array and killed the Great Yanzong sect leader Dong Lai. According to legend, he can almost match the powerhouse of Nirvana. But I, Flying Eagle Martial Arts Hall and young Master Yi, don't know each other. Liang Shen thought about it and said helplessly. Master Liang is joking, but young Master Yi is the face of the sect leader of the Elephant Demon sect and the master of the Baiguan school. He said it himself, naming you by name and listing you as the elder of my Burning Heaven school. Whether you recognize it or not, everyone will be their own family from now on anyway. In response, Elder Mu waved his hand. You must know that yesterday, young Master Yi was ordered by Redmouth and White Fang himself. He also took the martial arts roster from Wei Xiaoying. How could this be fake? This. Liang Shen smiled bitterly. But the other party said so, and he could only choose to accept it. While thinking, outside the gate of the martial arts hall, a group of people suddenly came in a hurry, all of them were fierce and vicious. The owner of the museum would like to take a look. Which lifeless guy has also abolished my son? At this moment, the Shuihu Martial Arts Hall was punished, and Meteor strode in. He looked around the wolf with eagle eyes, and his eyes were piercing. It turned out that after the servants who accompanied Xingyu brought him back to the Blood Tiger Martial Arts Hall, Xingla was furious and came to the Feiju Martial Arts Hall to settle accounts in person. However, when he entered the door and saw Elder Mu sitting in the upper position, his expression changed. Half-step good fortune powerhouse. Xingla was stunned and said incredulously. He never thought that there is such a backstage at the Feiji Martial Arts Hall. Are you Shingle? You Blood Tiger Martial Arts Hall dared to offend Feiju Martial Arts Hall. Starting today, it will be removed from Dai'an County. 3 days later, if you are still in Dai'an County, the monsters will be destroyed. Elder Mu gave him a sideways glance and warned in a righteous manner. Dare to ask Senior Gao's name. Shingle stepped forward, cupped hands asked. He doesn't give up yet. He wanted to struggle for a while, but what he said next made him fall into an ice cave, and his hands and feet became cold. Don't think that the Baiguan faction is behind your Blood Tiger Martial Arts Hall, so you can be unscrupulous and think that you don't have to leave Dai'an County. The old man tells you the truth. This matter was personally confessed by Yi Gongzi. Even if you moved out of the guardhouse, this is how it ends today. Chapter 28. What? Xingla heard the words and couldn't help but lose his voice. The master of the guard hall is a person who has been launched by the Baijia Martial Arts Hall. Even if he came forward, he had to be kicked out of Dai'an County. It was hard for him to imagine who was behind the Flying Eagle Martial Arts Hall. Dare to ask Senior, who is behind the Flying Eagle Martial Arts Hall? Xingla asked cautiously with a tentative tone. The one from the Yi clan. But then, Mu Elder said a word, which directly strangled Xing's heart. It's him. Xingla was stunned. Immediately, after a little more fear. Sweat seeped directly from the forehead. How did he know that the Feiji Martial Arts Hall could actually have a connection with the Yi clan? If he had known in advance, how could he dare to intimidate the Feiji Martial Arts Hall? During the battle in Dai'an City, many experts speculated that Yi Langtian had the strength to compete against the Nirvana realm. Therefore, today's Yi Langtian's strength is already at the top of the Daong dynasty. How can he be offended by a Blood Tiger Martial Arts Hall? Thinking of this, Xingla felt extremely apprehensive and uneasy. He looked at Liang Shen, lowered his posture, and begged for mercy. Brother Liang, I have done too much in this matter. Today, I will leave Dian County. The properties of the Blood Tiger Martial Arts Museum are willing to dedicate to Brother Liang. Besides that, here are 200,000 pure yuan dan, which is my apology. Looking at Brother Liang, raise your hand and let us live. After speaking, he immediately took out a storage ring and handed it to the latter. Seeing this scene, Liang Shen didn't know whether to laugh or cry. This punishment is really condescending before and afterward, thinking of it makes people laugh. In this case, the old man looks at the face of the master of the guardhouse and will let you live, but if you appear in Dian County next time, it will be destroyed. Here, Elder Mu saw that Liang Shen was a little embarrassed, and spoke directly for him. Thank you, senior. I'm leaving now. Xingla respectfully bowed to Elder Mu. After saying that, he left without looking back. After leaving the Flying Eagle Martial Arts Hall, he didn't even go to the Blood Tiger Martial Arts Hall. Bringing family members and cronies, I hurriedly left Daji City, for fear that Feijiwagwan and others would regret it. The bad guy is finally gone. Not long after Xingla left with a dismal face, Xiao Yunyan also smiled and said crisply. Xiao Yunyan, our Feiji Martial Arts Hall can turn bad luck into good luck this time, all because the Yi clan saved us, you must remember. Liang Ying picked up Xiao Yunyan and spoke to him very seriously. Sister, who is that person? Xiao Yunyan blinked and asked. He is Yi Langtian of the Yi clan. Liang Ying said softly. Yi Langtian. Xiao Yunyan nodded heavily and wrote down the name secretly. After Yi Langtian left Dian County that day, he rushed back to the imperial city that night. You know, such a journey, put it before, it will take 7 days of shade. But right now, it takes almost a day to be born in the profound realm cultivation base with the Yi Langtian half-step. That night, Yi Langtian quietly came to the Elder Hall where the Yi clan was located. Patriarch, in recent days, the Lu clan has become more and more presumptuous. Even the younger generation can take action, there is no lower limit. Yes, this Lu clan is really hateful. Since Yi Langtian has been silent, some families who had previously intended to marry my Yi clan have not mentioned this matter anymore, and are all watching. Let's see if we can survive this difficulty. At this moment, Yi clan, Elder Hall. Many elders of the Yi clan were filled with righteous indignation, looked at Yi Zhaokong, and said helplessly. Before, there was Yi Langtian, and the Lu clan was still somewhat restrained. In the confrontation with the Yi clan, they made concessions one after another. But since knowing that Yi Langtian disappeared in the Xuanian Mountains, the Lu clan has been eager to move. In the past few days, the Yi clan and the Lu clan have indeed gone to war. But for the most part, it is the people who create the shape and the aura fighting against each other. As for the people in the good fortune realm, they have not yet participated in the war. After all, once participating in the war, it means that the top powerhouses are also involved. By then, the two sides may have to die endlessly. Elder, you sent the Yi clan's children to Dian County to investigate Lang Tian's whereabouts. Has there been any news yet? In this regard, Yi Zhaokong also felt that his head was too big. He glanced at Yi Nanyuan below and asked with concern. She report to the patriarch, there is no news at the moment. Yi Nanyuan shook his head helplessly. Immediately, he said in a decisive tone. But the old man believes that nothing should happen to Langtian's cultivation base. Mostly it's because of something, and it's hard to get out of it for a while. Hearing this, the elders present nodded. After all, how could Yi Langtian be so proud of himself, how could he fall so easily? Chapter 29. It seems that the elder still understands me. At this moment, in the elder hall, Yi Langtian appeared by himself, looked at Yi Nanyuan not far away, and smiled sincerely. He did delay a lot of time because of the devouring of the rune. Langtian, you are finally back. Ha ha ha, the old man knows how your kid could fall so easily, you are the arrogance of my clan. Quote. Seeing Yi Langtian who suddenly appeared, everyone was overjoyed and excited. Because, his return undoubtedly means that the Yi clan has a top powerhouse. Langtian, your cultivation base. Among the people present, the most surprising person was Yi Zhaokong. He has reached the Nirvana realm. Although he has never survived the Nirvana tribulation, his strength is much higher than that of the elder Yi Nanyuan. Yi Langtian can appear silently, and he has not noticed it yet. Does it mean that the latter's cultivation base is above him? Yi Zhaokong thought of a certain possibility. Patriarch, if I have a body cultivator, I won't reveal it to you. I can only tell you that my cultivation base is unique in the history of the Daong dynasty. From now on, my Yi clan will be the first force of the Daong dynasty. In addition, within 3 years, my Yi clan will have at least 10 Nirvana realm powerhouses. Hearing this, Yi Langtian said bluntly. He didn't tell Yi Zhaokong and others that cultivation base had reached the half-step profound realm. But the founder of the royal family of the Daong dynasty is said to be only in the Kiwan Nirvana realm. That is to say, Yi Langtian cultivation base is above the Kiwan Nirvana realm. After everyone realized this, the audience immediately became silent. Everyone looked at Yi Langtian in disbelief, dumbfounded. After half a sound, I eased up. This elder said before that as long as Langtian returns, the predicament of our Yi clan will be solved. An elder said with great excitement. It's more than easy to solve, even the royal family can't help us. Just a word. Someone agreed. However, what Yi Zhaokong thought was different from everyone else. He's not thinking about now, he has a long-term vision. He was thinking of the wars of the dynasties in the future. Now, with Yi Langtian's cultivation base, to participate in the wars of the various dynasties, he will definitely defeat the geniuses cultivated by those super dynasties, and then, win the championship in one fell swoop. Until then, once opted to join the ancient cult and sacred land. The resources rewarded by the latter will also be endless, and the Yi clan will be better off, so it will reach a new height. Langtian, the real Qilin's son. Thinking of this, Yi Zhaokong couldn't calm down. Looking at Yi Langtian, he was extremely relieved. Patriarch, tomorrow I will go to Liucheng to visit in person and meet the Lu clan patriarch. Last time, I said it in Liucheng, waiting for the apology of the Lu clan. I didn't expect that the Lu clan would dare to go to war with my Yi clan while I was away, so the consequences of the war must be endured. Thinking of the Lu clan, Yi Langtian and Yi Zhaokong and the others said solemnly. Langtian, don't worry. We all support you. Tomorrow, even if you pierce the sky, it will be fine. Hearing this, the people present did not refuse. Instead, they agreed in unison. This is because, now Yi Langtian cultivation base has reached an incomparably amazing level. You are a strong Nirvana realm, and what he said should be like 9 cauldrons. Since the Lu clan didn't listen to Yi Langtian's advice that day, they really should suffer. In other words, to use the Lu clan to stand up to everyone in the Daong dynasty. He, Yi Langtian, cannot be shamed. After coming out of the Elder Hall, Yi Langtian went back to rest. According to his current plan, when the matter of the Lu clan is dealt with, he will almost be able to leave King Daong. Go and see the vast world outside. As for the so-called wars of the various dynasties, he has no interest at all. After all, if I really want to participate with the cultivation base of the half-step profound realm, it will definitely sweep away the existence of all enemies. On that ancient battlefield, his strength can be said to be the ceiling. In addition, Yi Langtian has already obtained the Heavenly Dragon Golden Body Art, which is almost the biggest chance in the ancient battlefield. There's no point in going there again. Speaking of Tianlong Golden Body Art, Yi Langtian has not started cultivation yet. Before he left the Daong dynasty, he planned to cultivate the Heavenly Dragon Golden Body technique first, and at least he had to enter the room before leaving. In this way, even if he encounters the great achievement king of the profound realm, he can retreat completely. Imperial City, Nangong family. Patriarch, is this true or false? You really invited someone from Taiching's sacred land. At this moment, in the Nangong family, in a spacious and magnificent hall. Some elders of the Nangong family gathered here, and some looked at the majestic middle-aged man in disbelief. You must know that Taiching's sacred land is one of the 8 superpowers in Dongshuanyu. It is rude to say that any disciple from the Taiching sacred land is an invincible existence when he comes to the Daong dynasty. It is hard to imagine that the masters in Taiching's sacred land would agree to the request of the Nangong family. This is a long story. Not long ago, the members of the Nangong family practiced in the Daong dynasty. A tomb was found. After the speculation of the strong fortune realm in the clan, the owner of that tomb should have been in the Nirvana realm before his death. There is no doubt that if you can enter that tomb, you can get the inheritance of the Nirvana master. For the Nangong family, it is a great opportunity. Chapter 30. Today, the Nangong clan is among the 4 major clans of the Daong dynasty. But compared to the Yi clan, it was a little worse. Among the younger disciples of the clan, there are very few who are worthy of great responsibilities. Therefore, Nangong Chengkong, the patriarch of the Nangong clan, thought again and decided to ask for help to explore the Nirvana tomb. The so-called strong aid is Taiching's sacred land. The reason why it can be invited is because the former Nangong clan had some relationship with Taiching's sacred land. It's just too long. Nangong Zongkong is also not sure if Taiching's sacred land will agree. However, a letter came from Taiching's sacred land tonight. Inform the Nangong clan that the Taiching sacred land will meet the disciples of the sacred land to come to the Daong dynasty to assist them in obtaining the inheritance of the Nirvana tomb. Therefore, when Nangong Chengkong told the news to the elders of the Nangong clan, those people looked surprised and confused. Elders, the letterhead is here, how could it be fake? Nangong Zongkong looked at everyone and smiled. At the same time, he breathed a sigh of relief. With the strong assistance of Taiching's sacred land, his Nangong clan is bound to benefit this time. Can help clan rise. It's so good. Once my Nangong clan gets the inheritance of the Nirvana tomb, I'm afraid I won't be able to use it, and I will be promoted to the head of the 4 major clans. Even if the Yi clan has Yi Langtian. Quote. When some elders heard the news, they were all very happy and fantasized about the prosperity of the Nangong clan in the future. But, at this moment, Nangong Zongkong frowned. Patriarch, is there anything wrong? Seeing this, the other elders asked quickly. For this trip to the tomb, most of the other 3 clans will also go. Nangong sighed in the sky. You know, the 4 major clans are all in the imperial city. If any clan is in trouble, how can other clans not know? I am afraid that some people with ulterior motives in the clan have already noticed the abnormality. Now we are waiting for the next move of the Nangong clan. Patriarch, don't worry too much, what if the other 3 clans go? With the help of Taiching's sacred land, our Nangong clan will definitely benefit the most. However, there are some things to say up front. If someone in my Nangong clan doesn't respect the people in Taiching's sacred land, don't blame me for being demoted from the clan. The elder who is present should restrain his disciples more. The person who spoke was an old man of the Nangong clan. The seniority is still above the Nangong sky. At this moment, he was beating with the crowd with a solemn expression on his face. Hearing this, everyone present nodded their heads. You know, a giant like Taiching's sacred land, even if it offends an ordinary disciple, will have the disaster of genocide. These people don't even make fun of clans. It's dawn. After Yi Langtian woke up and ate breakfast, he left the Yi clan alone and went to Lu Chang. In fact, with his current cultivation base, which was half-stepped into the profound realm, a steady stream of profound qi has been extended in his body. With this qi, it can not only provide strong vitality. Even a broken limb can be reborn in the blink of an eye. The power of recovery is terrifying. As long as the vital organs are not broken, it is basically impossible to die. Liucheng is where the Lu clan is located. These days, because the Lu clan and the Yi clan are at war. Therefore, within Liucheng, its alert level can be ascended a lot at once. Not to mention, the duty of guarding the city gate must be guarded by someone with a strong qi creation realm. On this day, the 7th elder of the Lu clan guarding the gate of Liucheng. Right now, he is drinking tea leisurely in the palace on the city gate. In his view, this is a beautiful mistake. There is no other reason. Lu Cheng is the base camp of the Lu clan. He didn't believe that someone was so daring that they would break into Liu Cheng alone. If this is the case, the Lu clan behind them will be able to arrive in a short time, and they will be surrounded and killed alive. Because this is one person provoking a clan. However, facts are always unexpected. Yi Langtian came from Yecheng. His body was like a meteor, his speed was unbelievably fast, and he dragged Cheng Hong directly out of the void. In less than a quarter of an hour, he came to the sky above Liucheng. Report. 7 elders, Someone is going to trespass into Liucheng. Seeing this scene, the disciples guarding the city hurried to Seven Elder Way to report. Someone is really courting death. Have you seen who it is? Hearing the words, the seventh elder cursed angrily, and then asked in a deep voice. I haven't seen it, but this person is menacing. I'm afraid cultivation base is extremely strong. Report to the children and replied. Humph. The old man wants to see who is so unscrupulous and dares to trespass into Liucheng. Seven Elder snorted coldly. Immediately, he walked out of the temple gate and came to the city wall. As soon as he arrived here, he saw a young stalwart figure standing in the sky above Liucheng, stepping on this side of the world. Seven Elders fixed his eyes on this person, and his face changed greatly in fear. Yi Langtian, why is he here? Then, he immediately commanded in a deep voice. Quick, inform the patriarch of them. Here, Yi Langtian stepped on the void. He looked at the huge city below, and said in a thunderous voice. Where is Lu Bajiao, the patriarch of the Lu clan? Come out and see me. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.